Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Cowboy B from Wet Jet Performance, and we want to show you the difference with the carbon fiber Ram Air system. This is the prototype version, and the real one's out on the back on the yellow ski, but this one works fine. It's just not carbon fiber 100% right here, but it will be by the end of this video. But what I want to show you is we stuck some tissue, and we're going to show you here. Got the light on. See, there's a piece of tissue right here by the Ram Air. So when we cut the blower on, because we're not on the water, you'll be able to see this tissue waving back and forth, and this blower is very weak. So you can only imagine how strong the air exchange is when you're going 70, 80 miles per hour. And it's getting back, and it's going to get all the way back to your intake setup that sits in the front that we now make. So let's go ahead and get this video started. We got a fair test going. And I'm gonna go over to here and open up this hull. We took the front out just to make it fair. And we're gonna go in here and show you the tissue here too. So here's the tissue. So if there's cold air or anything in here, when we blow this blower all over the cracks here, the intake, anywhere around here, because they say these tubes create air. They're more like a vent to me. I don't think they create air. That tissue should move. I'm gonna go from the front and the back, and we have the back open, so it should create a draft. Normally with your seat on, it creates a negative pressure because there is no air. Your supercharger is sucking in. It's using up all the air and oxygen in your hull, and it's not gonna actually make this move. So you're taking the air out with the supercharger. So let's see what happens when we get Cuba to use the blower. So let's shut this down, and I am going to get all the way in the back while he blows, and we get right here, you can see that tissue. We get in the spot that's good, and we're gonna start the test right now. You can hear the blower going. He's blowing all over. Tissue isn't moving one drop. And we use tissue, so it's not even hard to move. He's walking around, going everywhere, as you can see in the side-by-side video, and doing everything. So other than the draft being back here because the seat is open, it is wiggling a tiny bit. This is what you get. And our intake sits right here. And if you look forward, that tissue isn't moving. Move it again. And the movement that you are getting is us, because we have the seat open so we can film this video. All right, the blower's off. You see that tissue's not moving. Nothing's going on. So how can you sell a cold air intake when there's no cold air in here? That's why we never really advertise as that. We advertise as a power intake because you get RPMs. But the new intake that sits right here, and we have the lid that closes this off from water. It helps capture that path right there. Watch what happens when we blow with the carbon fiber Ram Air system with the blower. So you can imagine what's gonna happen when you're going 80. So let's get over here and show you what the R&D does. And this is the simplest test that we can show you without being on the water and making things difficult. So you're gonna get the aha moment here in one moment. As you see on the carbon fiber Ram Air system, it's wide open. We have air diverters on the inside. It gets the air going to where it needs to be. So when you're riding 80 miles per hour, you're using the ambient temperature from the outside to change the temperature on the inside. So whatever the standing temperature is outside, if it's 70 outside, you're gonna push that air into your hull, and it's gonna be damn near 70 on the inside. So let's go ahead and get this test started, and let me show you the inside of the hull. So there wasn't any trickery. All we did was undo the dividers here. And if you look here, when I put it in, it's the same tissue. It's right there. I'm in the front. It shows you the tissue. Show you from that angle. It's right there hanging down. And I'm gonna go all the way to the back here. And you can see it hanging right there in the video. Let me get it in focus. It's right there. Let me zoom in on it a little bit. That's the tissue hanging. So you're gonna see that thing flapping in the wind, going crazy with just a little 10-mile-per-hour wind from a blower. And it'll give you the aha moment that you're looking for to buy the carbon fiber Ram Air system for your 300 and get that extra 5 miles per hour. All right, let me get the camera in here so you can see. We haven't started spraying yet, but here's the tissue. So we're gonna hit right on the air intake for the carbon fiber Ram Air and watch what happens to this tissue. Go ahead. Moving everywhere. And that's how you get real cold air. Now let me move from the back so you can get another angle. Now I'm up here in the front, and he's about to start spraying, and you'll see that tissue moving. Go ahead. You can see it's flapping. I'm all the way up front. You can't see it, but I can actually feel the air temperature changing already, and we're just using a little blower that blows the water off your car when you're washing it. And I can feel the draft coming right down here on the edge where the air intake will go. And man, 80-mile-per-hour wind, that's gonna make a big difference. So let me get another angle. And you see it flapping all around like crazy, and that's barely any wind. That blower is probably only going 20 at the most, because it's only a little 12 volt. This isn't 80 miles per hour. Cut the blower off, it comes right back down. So that lets you know the velocity. So imagine that from left and right. And getting it in our new intake system. This isn't it. It's gonna be full silicone, but it wraps all the way up here on top. It works. We have a power chamber, and the filter sits right here against the edge and comes straight down. And we have a chamber right here that covers it, so it protects you from water, and it's going to funnel the air right down this channel. 80 miles per hour worth of wind, you're gonna be kicking ass on the water, and you're really gonna get true cold air versus advertised fake cold air. So there is no cold air until you get carbon fiber Ram Air system from WetJet Performance. And we made that for you, and it looks badass. But this is gonna be great once we get the Ram Air intake system going. And that's a system that has two options. You can run the 90 for rear Ram Air, or you can combine it and run the full system that runs up to the front. The advantage of running the one up to the front, if your carbon seal ever gives out, it's going, your air intake's up here, so you can make it back to shore. You won't sink, you won't get water in your motor as bad or as much. The 90 is right there at the back of the carbon seal, and it gets you. So this was just a mock-up. We're not using Kinkaflex or anything. We just use this to get the shape of everything. The same hoses that we have on here that are titanium reinforced, we're gonna use 7-ply titanium reinforced, and it's gonna get everything right over here. So this is gonna be titanium ring. This will be ready in about 30 days. We've already started it, and we'll get all the hoses in here and the intake's ready to go. But we just wanted to show you the beauty of the Ram Air system. This has been Cowboy B with another great product over here at WetJet Performance, and we're gonna keep developing. Over here at the warehouse, this is what we got this big place for, not to work on jet skis, but to really, truly develop parts that make a difference versus showing a graph and saying it makes a difference when it doesn't.